People keep wanting to see me do more Chinese Pokemon products, and well, I kind of want to see me do more Pokemon Chinese products. They kind of collided in an interesting way there. We have two different boxes to do here today. Now, to my understanding of both of these products, this one is pretty close to being the Battle Academy variant in Chinese. So, where ours is a massive large box with like a game board, to my knowledge, this is basically the Chinese equivalent of that, with some very interesting extras. I haven't actually seen the extras, but I translated some Chinese to figure out a rough idea as to what they are. Whereas this one, well, if you're interested in Chinese Pokemon products, you probably have already seen this before. I'm very interested in this. So I'm going to be saving this one, and we're going to do this first. Pikachu knife. Deploy. Do I need to get a Chinese-made Pikachu knife? Because this is actually, I think, American-made. Maybe I should get a Chinese Pokemon knife as well. But yeah, this is a very dense box. Like, there is some weight to this. Enough that it knocked a little guy down. He gets to stare at the sky again. Punishment for constantly falling. So if you just wanted to kind of see what it looks like, I mean, this is kind of the whole thing here. Yeah, a lot of things packed into this tiny box here. So the first most important component of this box is actually these right here. We have two here and another two here. Kind of interesting way to package these that they don't have like a featured card on the front. Instead, they all just have the, instructions on how to play right here. Now, I mentioned that this is basically Battle Academy, so as you can probably guess, these are pre-constructed decks. So I guess first off, we have the Pikachu deck. Very interesting. Seeing a Pikachu EX without any kind of holo effect. It's always weird to me seeing cards that always have a holo effect and it being stripped off. It's always kind of cool to see. So, obviously, I don't, I can't read Chinese, so I don't think I'll be keeping these as decks like I normally do. I do collect Pokemon decks, and I do have a large number of them. So I am tempted to keep this as a deck, but part of the reason I do that isn't just for preservation and collection. It's also, because I can play with them if I want to. Whenever me and my wife get in the mood to play the TCG, that's what we do, is we just use pre-constructed decks. It's kind of fun. You treat it a lot like a board game in that regard, by just, using these decks that are already going to be pretty fairly balanced with each other. Well, we kind of can't do that super efficiently with this. So this is likely just going to be shuffled into my collection. If it had a deck box, that would 100% change my mind. We have Zena there. Like, if these had a deck box, that would 100% change my mind on that. Like, I would be... okay, so these cards are actually numbered, because just like in Battle Academy, you're supposed to have, for your very first time playing, you're supposed to have the cards in a specific order, so you're not supposed to shuffle them. And that's why they're numbered, so you know, like, okay, 17, 16, 15, 14, right? That way you can put them back in the order it needs to be in, because you actually have, like, a tutorial done, like, live, right? It tells you, like, okay, so this is going to be your starting hand. Now you can do this. Like, it's a really cool concept. I think they did that with the My First Battle cards, too. I don't remember. But yeah, that's why you see these numbered cards, and they're doing the same thing with the Chinese version, which is, pretty cool. I guess they kind of realize that, like, that is a very good way to learn. It beats any kind of, like, digital, like, online tutorial or app. But, unless I'm wrong, there shouldn't be any deck boxes in that box. So if there are deck boxes, I will be keeping these together as decks. Otherwise, they'll just be going in my collection. Alright, so what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna take out our... Oh, is that a spoiler? Oh, it is a spoiler. Oh, man. Okay, kind of. It doesn't show us who the EX is, okay? It doesn't show us who the EX is. But yeah, like on the Pikachu one, the back of the card does show you Pikachu. So assuming that there is an EX in here, it didn't spoil it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one to the back. And okay, there is our Grottle. The Turtwig, fantastic choice. Oh, no, there's Grottle. So 3 of those. We have our Shroomish, the Breloom, Zarude, and Empoleon. Okay, so we got some water in here. There was the Enhanced Hammer, the Super Rod, Safari Ball, obviously Ultra Ball. I'm kind of challenging myself to see if I can get these names right. Obviously Rare Candy, we have Switch. Oh, God. I'm going to call it the catcher. It's not. There's no way that's the catcher. Experience, Share, Judge. Oh, man, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Gardena, I think is her name. We have Nemona, Professor Sada. Well, that'd probably be Professor's research, yeah. I can't really name the energy. Like reversal energy, I want to say. Bunch of grass energy. Oh, just kind of for the most of it. And then, okay, so it is just the Torterra, so there is an EX in this deck. That's interesting. You think they would balance it, having an EX. Alright, so we need to not spoil the back of that card, but we can't. Okay, this angle kind of works. I am looking at this only through the camera. So now we can do that. And we take 2 to the back. We're going to take 3 just in case, because there were 3 of that Torterra in there. Then we're going to flip it around. So, okay, we have some Clefairy here. Then Clefable, we have Execute, Executor, Mewtwo, that's awesome. Mawile, Shaman. You know, I'm going to stop trying to guess the names of a lot of these. I don't think I'm that skilled. It doesn't help that, like I said, I don't really play the TCG much, so... you know, you're going to have some competitive players who don't have to read anything. They see the art and know exactly what the card does. I don't. I am not one of those people. We have energies. We have Potion, Energy, Executor, Tapu Lele. Interesting. Bunch more energies. Good lord. We have our Execute, and okay, so our special card was a Clefairy EX, well, Clefable EX. So 2 of them, again, missing the holo effect. It just feels so bizarre to me. And then, yeah, like, I like it. That's the weirdest part, is that I like the lack of holo. Now, I will note that, no, I don't want EXs to stop being holographic. I just like seeing, you know, like, it's like the only way, more than likely, to get those cards as non-holo would be to buy this specific product, right? I know they've done it with other cards in the past where you could get like non-holo variants. Like the biggest way is through the what are they called? The like champion tournament decks, right? I can't remember what the exact term is, but like those like tournament champion decks, those have frequently cards that don't have the holo effect on them. Get through a lot of these. That's a different one. I can't remember what that one's called again. Let's see. A bunch of dupes from the others. You weren't in the others, I don't believe. Yeah, some steel energies. A lot of steel energies. And then, oh, it's actually a Gimme Gold deck. Okay, that's kind of cool. Or a Golden Go, sorry. And yeah, I guess I didn't show you the backs of that one or the one before it, so bam, there they be. Alright, so that's probably the more boring part out of the way in all honesty. While that would be the main selling feature for something like this, obviously, as someone living in the US who doesn't speak Chinese, that's probably going to be the more boring part. Because we have a bunch of extras in here. But before we get into the fun stuff, we have to go into even more boring stuff. That's because it's ad time. Okay, I tend to ramble during these, I keep it short and sweet. I have an Amazon link down below. It takes you to some really cool sleeves. You can get the sleeves if you want to get the sleeves. You don't have to get the sleeves as long as you click on that link. Anything that you purchase on Amazon within 24 hours will give me a kickback, so you can support the channel while buying what you normally want to buy anyways. And, like I said, short and sweet, back to the video. And I mean a bunch. So, first off, we have a kind of crappy, honestly, little EX, like, cardboard, like, really thin little EX token, but there are 2 of those in there. We have a lot of paper. So, this is basically just a how-to-play thing, and, like, they even include, like, a little board here, but they don't actually give them a board like they did in our Battle Academy. I will note, this is not the first time we've seen these little guys being used in depictions on Chinese Pokemon products, so They're definitely going for a bit of a different branding in China. Okay, so here we have the kind of like instructional for the Clefairy Clefable deck. Oh, okay, that was a little booklet. It's just like a little sheet of paper. So yeah, this is kind of like telling you how to actually use it. Like, yeah, make sure you keep them all in this order. Yeah, so it's kind of giving like the basic rundown of how to use this deck and learning how to play using this deck specifically. Then we have the one for the Pikachu deck. I think that's it. I don't think, did they not include them for the others? Am I crazy? So what is this paper? Looks like some more like basics of how to play kind of deal. Although it's showing like 4 players. I wonder if it's like a different format. Like other ways to play. Then we have, okay, very different material than what they print ours on, but we have our damage counters here. Very different material. Okay, that folds out. So interesting that they're all red on the back, even like the toxic is red. But, you know, cool. We have, you know, our condition markers and damage counters. Then we have more of them. Then, shockingly, we have more, and we have more. Much thinner material than what you'll see ours printed on. Okay, and we have a number of packs here from 151. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs. Okay, very thin. Not a whole lot in these. Then we have these 2 special packs as well. All right, I guess it's Pokemon scissor time, and let's start cutting open some of these. It feels very thin, like there's only like a card or 2 in here. So let's cut it and see. Okay, there is more than one. So we have a Pinsir and an Alakazam EX. Wow, these are very simple. It's like little 2-pack things, but hey, I'll take an Alakazam out of my 2 packs here. That's pretty cool. Not 2 packs, out of my 2 cards here. It got little 2-card packs is just weird. Like the sizing of packs that I've been seeing out of China, like you'll have something like this where it's like, oh, you get 2 cards. And then you'll have others where it's like just a thick, like, oh, here's 20 cards in 1 pack. Like, very bizarre the way they do their packs there. I kind of, like, honestly, I'm not a fan. I think some people really like that they do these like mega packs and, you know, more like kind of mini packs. I've seen people that really like it. I don't, like, personally. I never, maybe if I like spoke the language and followed the product more, I would be more interested in that, like that concept. But it's just, I don't know. I'd rather it just be a plain like, what, like 6 cards, like 6 cards in every one, right? That way I kind of have a better idea as to what to expect. We have a Weedle and a Dragonair. Like, I know it's like a very, like, personal opinion on that, but, like, if I'm looking at, like, a Chinese product and I want to know, like, oh, it says it comes with, like, 3 packs. What does that actually mean? Like, yeah, 3 packs. Of what size? Like, are these gonna be, like, 1 card in each pack? Or are there going to be 50? Like, I'd like to have a better explanation for that. So, I would personally like more consistency with it. But I know a number of people don't agree. We have a Magnemite and a Holo Gengar. Okay, so we got an EX and we got a Holo. Not too bad. Alright, and then we have 2 things here. Now, this one is a lot thicker and heavier. This also feels like it has like 1 or 2 things inside. So I believe we're going to start off with this one right here. Assuming that the cards that come in the smaller one might be a bit more special. I don't know. If you're curious, you want to look things up, there's like the set symbol. Set code, I suppose. So we have a Hawlucha, and Didi, the Cook, Giovanni, Arvin, something. Okay, definitely feels like, here are some useful trainer cards and things you could use to make your decks. And this right here. Oh, let me get it open. Maybe something special inside. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm guessing it's random what you can get in this. Again, there's like set code thing for it. Like, I'm guessing that what you can get in this is random. And we just kind of got random luck to get just the hollow energy. But yeah, that's the whole box. But that doesn't mean that we're done just yet. So this also comes with a couple little extras and stuff in it. But the biggest thing is right here on the side. You have a bunch of decks here, well, deck boxes here. So you can see like Ninetales, Magikarp, Scizor. So while this has Mousehold on the front, that doesn't mean that you get Mousehold. This is just the outer shell. You don't know what you're going to get. And it comes with a matching card to go with it. Now, it's worth noting that people do consider the Magikarp to be the chase, so I'm guessing it's a bit more rare, but there are actually two that are not depicted here. You can actually get Crydon or Miraidon as well, both of those being secret rare boxes. Personally, I agree. I really want that Magikarp. I'd also be cool with the Ninetales, Ice-Q, or that King Gambit down there. Any of those I'll be happy, and of course the secret rare. So what, those 2, 3, 4? So yeah, 4 there, I'd be happy with. Honestly, I'll be happy with any of them, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for. But then of course it does come with a, okay, that like did not work out for me. Let's try to do it backwards. Kind of like lift this side up. Okay, that didn't work either. All right, just tear it. Just absolutely destroy the box. Okay, I see an orange-red. That's a decent sign for the Magikarp, I suppose. Let's see. Oh my god, and we got it. Boy. Okay, well, this is apparently the chase, and we got him. I mean, I'm just happy because it looked really cool to me, like this Magikarp here. That's actually super exciting. Let's see. So, this is actually a metal box. This is a metal tin deck box, and it might look a little funky. That's because it slides out from here. Wow, wow, okay, that is a flush fit. Wow, okay, I really struggled to take that apart. That was a little much. How is this held in? Okay, so you have, like, tabs right here. That's worth keeping in mind, so don't, like, squeeze the... Well, I guess maybe you do want to. But let's take these out. And yeah, you just have a little storage box here. It is metal, so, I mean, definitely sleeve whatever you're putting inside of this. But you can just, you know, slide it on in. And let's see it. Yeah, okay, it clicks in real tight. So you probably want to grip it like from the side. Maybe you do want to grip it from here. Like, would that help? Not really. This is really hard to get open. Like, that takes way too much force to pop open. Like, that is kind of annoying. But I have seen people going crazy over these, and I definitely wanted to check them out. As use as a deck box, I don't know, man. Like, I would probably shave those down a little bit before I'd use it as a deck box. Artwork-wise, that is really cool. Oh, there was something still inside of here. Oh, it's like stuck. Oh, it's a magnet. So I mentioned oversized packs earlier. Yep, here's an oversized pack. We also have, okay, we have two oh, and they're different styles too. Little dividers for it. That one's kind of beat up there. But okay, that's cool. They're not metal in case you're wondering. These are just plastic. But yeah, that's sick. So little dividers for your deck box. Let's go ahead and throw those in there. That's cool. But of course, that also means, yeah, it comes with the Magikarp promo. So let's slide that out, and yeah, it's just cool. I mean, to us, this wasn't a promo. This was just a card that you pulled. But yeah, this is promo number 24 for the Chinese set. This is a fantastic Magikarp card. It is weird seeing cards from our sets that are like just cards in the set being used as promos in China. But it probably feels the same to the Japanese people looking at our sets, right? Like, they have promos that are just cards for us, or cards for them that are promos for us. So feels weird to us, but, you know, not to people who, you know, only collect Chinese cards, like, oh, I don't know, people living in China. But that little magnet, I did get a little sneak peek at the other side, and it is also really cool. I did not know about the magnets. That's a nice touch. But, yeah, it's a Magikarp. It's like an enamel pin kind of quality. Like, it's very much done. There's something kind of stuck to his face there. There we go. I like polished that a little bit. But it's done very much like an enamel pin. Like, this is just like enamel pin quality, but very thick and with a magnet on the back. So I suppose the idea is you can close that up and then just, like, put your Magikarp magnet on the outside. That's neat. Oh, it actually fits in there pretty well. I wish it was a more snug fit, because that'd be kind of neat. But yeah, you can just like, oh, that's probably the best spot for it. Put them right here on the top. That's cool. So I guess that does mean you could go get multiple of these and just, you know, whichever one you want to actually use, you can stick the magnets to. That's really, I like this. This is really cool. I want to do more of these. You guys tell me if you want to see me do more of them. It does depend on price. I actually bought this a little while ago. I've been sitting on it for a bit. I do have those metal cabinets that I store my Pokemon stuff in. Maybe this should go on the metal cabinet. I do kind of like it here. The magnet is pretty strong too, so it'll kind of hold for, you know, by itself. I want more of these. That one's going in the background. Probably fits better over there. But now things don't feel balanced. Problem solved. Anyways, we have our fat pack here. God knows what this set's supposed to be, but you know, I struggle to keep up with the English sets half the time. Like, okay, actually not that bad, but if I'm not going to be like up to date on the Japanese packs, I'm not going to be up to date on the Chinese packs. I'm telling you that. Like, whenever I buy any of these Chinese products, it's just kind of like, let's just see what we get, right? I'm not too worried about trying to be like, oh, this set's super hyped, go for that one. Like, I don't care. We have the Hop-Ip, the Pick-a-Peck. I think it's kind of fun just to go in a bit blind to these. The downside is I did have to start researching like what is actually inside to make sure that there's enough to be a video, right? Like, if I like, oh, let's do like these two boxes together, and turns out there's basically nothing in there and it's like a 5-minute video, that's lame. So I do have to research them a little bit. Very strong reflections there on that Holo Latias. That's cool. Hey, come on. Come on. We get the Magikarp tin, which of course comes with the Magikarp card. And we get the Gyarados EX in the same thing. That's sick. That is crazy luck. Only one pack as well. We have a Mimikyu EX. Faulkner with a standard Pokeball, Pineco with a standard Pokeball, Sudowoodo with standard Pokeball. Then we have a Raichu, a Sudowoodo, a Monkey, and a Yes, and a Titan. Is it weird that I don't consider these hits? Like, it probably isn't that weird, but like Pokeballs in Chinese are so common, I don't consider them hits. In English, I consider Pokeballs hits. I still consider Master Balls to be hits in Chinese, because they are more rare still, but the regular Pokeballs, nah, they're too common. It's basically just like a standard reverse for a lot of their sets. Okay, this video was super fun. I need to do more Chinese products. I'll happily take comments down below on Chinese products that I should check out, but I do want to do more of those tins so I can store a whole nothing in them, but I put them on display. Anyways, it is time for the bonus card of the day. Explanations will be right down there in that corner. And as always, we are playing Guess the Year, pulling a random card from the back. So we have Eevee here, and no price. So any hints here as to age? Bit of whitening on the corner. A bit of whitening kind of all around, very light, like edge damage on this card. Like, not much, but it is there. But I'm not really getting a whole lot of signal for age. I can tell you the sleeve is from 2021, so it's likely after that. So I'm gonna go, let's just go a year up. Let's go 2022. We have, okay, 2019. We have a Savali GX. This was actually a recent pickup. Anytime I buy cards that go into the bonus card of the day segment, even if I only buy one, I throw the card into the stack randomly, and then I shuffle them. Even if I only buy one card, they all get shuffled. So I've mentioned this before. There's a chance that this card right here at the back, which is, you know, if I don't buy any new cards, will stay at the back here, right? There's a chance that's been in here for the last year, right? Because it could have gotten close to the front and then shuffled back in again. So it's always interesting whenever I see a card that I bought, that I picked up. I tried to say picked up and bought at the same time, so I just said pot. that I picked up very recently. I'm just I like Savali, but most specifically, I really like the art style they went for this one. Like the very like thick lines around the Savali itself, and then having like Gideon like just kind of like dynamic in the background. Like they put like a little bit of a blur on him to actually show a bit of depth. He's still pretty sharp. Like he's still pretty sharp, but there's definitely a bit of a blur and like the thick lines are on the outside are still proportional for how far back he is. Like, I really liked the artwork on this card, so of course I had to pick it up. And now, like a handful of the other cards in this video, it gets to go in a good sleeve. Alright, well, let's ruin this very fun video by going and visiting the very boring green screen man. Yeah, let's be honest, with the tyrant jokes in this video, I think the editor gets the win for what provided the most entertainment here. I'm definitely in last place. It goes editor, then desk guy, then green screen guy at the bottom. Right where I belong. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff. As always, a massive shout out to my YouTube channel members. Pokeholder J, Obsidian, Smokey of the Sun, Andrew B, Bod, Reed, Kedia21, Lana C, Kiss of Ember, Air, Sucker Punch, Lycan, Carr, Reese, Billy Wilma, Obsidian Panther, Ineffable, Andre Mosquito, Gracie Blackwell, Len Kiwi, Crispy Demon Duck, Coldrip Gaming, Aquamarina369, Wonder Bread, Swallow, Vertigo, Shadowfan15, Thomas Pincini, Brewster, Shea Blinset, Ugor, Steve Bell 6, Bloopy Amari, Mez Awesome, ZV in Space, Chance D, Diabells, Souls Girl, Psycho Panda, Borisu, Flamehead, My Little Gaming, Joseph Longo, Terminator 624, Michelle, Ryan McKenzie, Emma, Wounds Do, Tactigal, Plum Wild, Mimi, Catfrog1, Dylan F, and Nation Harris. So because that list has grown to an extreme amount, I don't know where I'm going to have things on screen for this this outro. I get to figure something new out. So somewhere on screen, I'm going to have a playlist of all of my Pokemon videos if you feel like binging, another video that YouTube thinks that you will enjoy, and lastly, a link to my community Discord if you feel like joining it. It's a good problem to have. Too many channel members that I have to change the format of my outros. I'm okay with it. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.